Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 4 of our Public Policy for Researchers module. So far, we've explored what public policy is, the policy cycle and instruments, and the messy realities of complexity and contingency. This week, we shift focus to something that underpins all of these processes: politics and institutions. Research does not enter policymaking in a straightforward way. Instead, it moves through a web of institutions, rules, norms, and power dynamics. This week, you'll learn to analyse how political institutions and decision making structures shape policy outcomes, examine the influence of informal networks, interests, and constraints on the policy process, and assess how evidence is filtered, used, or sidelined within political and institutional contexts. Government is not a single body. It's a network of parliaments, cabinets, bureaucracies, committees, and informal negotiations. Evidence often has to pass through multiple filters: hierarchies, rules, accountability systems, and political priorities before it influences decisions. For example, budget processes or cabinet conventions may determine whether evidence is even considered. Formal institutions matter, but so do relationships and networks. Policymakers often rely on trusted advisors and intermediaries like think tanks, NGOs, or professional associations to translate research into accessible messages. Sometimes lobbying and vested interests push back against evidence, as seen in the mining tax debate. Other times, strong coalitions between researchers and advocacy groups, like in tobacco plain packaging, help evidence prevail despite opposition. For researchers, the lesson is clear. Credibility and trust are built over time, and choosing the right partners and networks can make your evidence more influential. Institutions also impose limits through budgets, veto points, sunk costs, or international obligations. These constraints shape what is politically feasible, regardless of how strong the evidence may be. So, as you move through this week, think about where your research fits in this bigger picture of institutions and power. Who controls the agenda? Whose voices are amplified? And how can you position your evidence to be heard in this environment? I look forward to seeing your reflections and ideas in the discussions. Let's get started. Thank you again and enjoy. Thank you.